Hey guys, this is Entom, another month down, and while it may have been the shortest one of the year, we got quite a bit done, more than I was actually expecting, though obviously some of you might not be as in the know as I am, given that, I actually make these silly videos. As such, here's your HellfireComms recap for the month of February. No new main playthroughs this time, so I'll start by bringing you up to speed with how Super Mario Galaxy and Pokemon Omega Ruby are getting on. February's run of Galaxy saw us talking and walking our way through parts 14 to 25 of the playthrough, and covered such levels as Freeze Flame Galaxy, Deep Dark Galaxy, and the awesome Melty Molten Galaxy. The current star count is sitting pretty at 96. Keep an eye on Galaxy as it's ending in March, and the final showdown with Bowser is happening very soon. Moving on to Pokemon Omega Ruby. We covered parts 10 to 18 in February, and I'm going to recap this one as fast as possible, and as a reminder, I'm covering mostly story stuff here, so you can watch the actual episodes if you want the minor stuff. In February we beat the third gym leader, Watson, and claimed the Dynamo badge. It was a very one-sided victory thanks to Rolling Stone, that's our Geodude by the way, and his part-ground type superiority. Travelled north from Morville City, took on the Windstrait family, who swear that their son, who we'll be seeing later, is much stronger than they are, and met up with May in front of Mount Chimney. Met up with a weirdo named Arun, who taught us about the secret base mechanic. Travelled along a very soot-filled path and made it to Fall Arbor Town, a place full of rocks and science nerds. Learned that Team Magma were giving it all this over at a place called Meteor Falls and set off to rescue a professor type. Met up with the Hoenn region's equivalent of Bill, Lynette, the PC expert. Rescued Professor Cosmo from Team Magma in Meteor Falls and met Archie, the leader of the opposing team, Aqua. Travelled to the peak of Mount Chimney and stopped Team Magma from doing something obviously evil with a meteorite. We beat Maxie, took the meteorite, and headed south and then west to Loveridge Town, the home of the 4th gym. Beat Flannery, the Fire-type gym leader, to claim the Heat badge. Travelled back to Petalburg with May and took on the 5th gym leader, Norman, the protagonist's dad, to get the Balance badge. Had a rather emotional moment with Norman, and also Wally's dad, before travelling back to Morville with Wally, and then heading east to the next part of our journey. Met up with Steven and encountered a Latias, who needed our help saving a Latios from Team Magma. We rescued the sucker, and it joined our team with a Mega Bracelet, Keystone, and a Latiosite to boot. Travelled far to the north, along many grass-filled areas, to the Hoenn Weather Institute, where, of course, Team Magma were giving it all this to try and discover stuff about said weather. We took them out, met up with May, and battled her, and journeyed to Four Tree City, and that's where our journey in February through Pokemon Omega Ruby came to an end. February's mini playthrough was on the first of the NES Mega Man games. Honestly surprised we hadn't covered this series sooner, but at least we have one foot in the door now, so to speak. Hoping to cover a Mega Man game or two at least this year, but obviously things are subject to change. Thank you for checking it out. In terms of solo and stream playthroughs this month, we sadly fell short of the mark. Mexi's busy recording the Link's Awakening DX playthrough for us. Look out for that in April, by the way. And we're getting that done at a brisk pace, but sadly, Final Fantasy has to be put on the back burner for that to happen. Don't worry, as with everything HellfireComms related, it will happen eventually. Same goes for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, 7th stand user. The stream playthrough is currently on hiatus, but it will be resuming soon. Helldragon has been super busy lately and is working to clear his schedule so he can stream a bit more of this for you guys. One positive factor regarding solo playthroughs and the like in February, however, was the start of X-Gamer Rich's Bayonetta 2 playthrough. As with everything Richie related, this run's filled to the brim with trivia regarding gameplay, mythology, and everything in between. It leans more towards the informative side of Let's Plays and playthroughs rather than the humorous, but if you're looking for something with a bit more substance, then you'll probably really dig this. Community events were about the same as ever. Smash saw a bunch of new players, showing how much better they are at the game than we are, and Mario Kart settled into a fortnightly slot, so there's more chance of it going off without a hitch. Both of these will continue into March and beyond. And lastly, update-wise, we decided to reveal the next collaborative charity marathon, the Nintendo-thon. This will take place in July and cover not only the flagship franchises like Mario, Metroid, etc., but also certain IPs that got their start on Nintendo home consoles. We'll be supporting the mental health charity Mind this year, and you can expect more information like game set lists, schedules, and stuff about guest runners as the year goes on. It's going to be a blast. And that about covers it for February. Here's a sneak peek of what to expect in March, and trust me when I say that HellfireComms has barely begun to simmer in 2015. We're on a slow boil, to use another cooking metaphor, but the end result is going to be a very satisfactory one, and we have tons of cool stuff planned for you guys this year. Thank you for supporting us so far in 2015, and have a good one.